Hi Ranveer, how are you? Ranveer, I can't hear you.
Is it better now?
It's better now.
Oh, perfect. I was wearing the headphones upside, the mic
That's
side was behind.
okay. Okay. How are you keeping up, Ranveer?
Very
How's
good, Ji.
everything?
Very good, very good. It's a pleasure being here. And thank you for everybody who's joined in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, everybody was asking. I was trying to ask everyone, okay, what you guys been up to at home? क्या कर रहे हो घर पे? And all सब कह रहे हैं, अच्छा रणवीर कहाँ यार हमको मिलना है बताओ वहाँ वो चीज बताओ हमको. Well, it's so good.
Uh,
So Ranveer, thank you for coming on the platform, and we are so obliged and so welcome that you understood that how important this is important for all of us. कितना important है हमारे लिए कि we give back to society in whatever we can. And it was a very small idea we came up with. And so the whole idea was to inspire, to promote, and to keep up. I mean, मैं कुछ पढ़ाई कर रहा था बाहर था लोगों से, तो सब कहते हैं कि यार सही हम 2008-9 के अंदर जब रिसेशन आया था तो आधे लोग काम की वजह से नहीं डूबे थे बट डिप्रेशन की वजह से डूबे थे. तो I was like, we all need to get together, we as a platform, all the artists under one umbrella, and to motivate and to we look forward to, like कुछ तो चीजें हो जिसमें लोग कहे कि यार हमने ये किया था तो हम इसलिए आज यहाँ पे हैं. And I got so much respect for you because moving to Spain, मम्मा हमेशा एक चीज कहती थी कि यार तू टेंशन ना ले, रणवीर की वीडियो देख लियो तू सरवाइव कर लेगा. But 17 years working and now you're on the platform. Ranveer, please take the platform and please introduce yourself, your team, and to all the audience.
sure. No, I think it's an honor being here. I always say अगर मैं शेफ नहीं होता तो फोटोग्राफर होता या सिनेमाटोग्राफर होता. As a medium, I think uh, capturing, moving, or still life is a very, very powerful medium. Um, or bringing it to life via capturing it is an extremely powerful medium. So anything to do with photography is extremely inspiring. It runs in the family. All of
Right.
us are extremely fond of photography. But I had to be here, and at a time when all of us, I personally believe कि हम सब fortunately thanks to the smartphone, uh, हम सब के पास power है to soothe.
Sure.
We just need to find pleasure in shooting small things and enjoy that.
Right.
That's what I believe in. I just believe in putting something in front of my camera or in front of the phone, finding perspective, enjoying that perspective,
Yeah.
trying to give a language to that perspective, and that's what makes it beautiful. Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting, Kar. It's so inspiring because when I was going through your videos and we were doing back end research about your life, obviously we haven't met in person, but I understood you talked about passion, you talked about zeal, you talked about how important it is not to forget the roots. So obviously now you're talking about photography as well, the work you do, especially cooking, that you need the clear heart, clear mind when you cook. It feels good to know that once you're associated with someone and you know that someone feels so strongly about all these things, it definitely inspires us.
No, I think it's important. मैं हमेशा ही कहता हूँ कि आधी प्रॉब्लम जो है वो ये है कि हम एक्सप्रेशन में उतना बिलीव नहीं करते. All of us, हम सब कहीं ना कहीं इंट्रोवर्ट हैं. हम सब अपने साथ समय बिताना पसंद करते हैं. बट वो समय बिताने के बाद what comes out really important. How you express yourself after that is really, really important.
But थोड़ी आवाज कट रही है
I'm
रणवीर. I
losing
think
you.
there's
Yeah.
some
There's a little bit
internet
of,
connection
I
from.
think there's a lag.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
same
a
with
network
me.
lag. Yeah.
Let me go on LTE. One second. Is it better now?
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah. Okay. So awesome. So tell us, Ranveer, how are you keeping up with this lockdown? And once this is over, what are the changes you're going to see in your business or general in the industry?
Well, all of us are waiting and watching. I think it's something that has forced all of us to adapt and find a balance between what to adapt to and what to hold on to. And all of us, I think, at least I am trying to find that balance as to what is it that I have to hold on to and what is it that I have to let go because it's a part of adapting to this new normal. Um, and that is where I think that's where life is. Mostly with respect to work, which is food and content in my case. ये हो
Sure.
रहा है भाई आप ये रियलाइज करते हैं कि कंटेंट क्रिएशन का जो स्केल था और कंटेंट क्रिएशन की जो फाइनर नुआंसेस थी जिसके ऊपर आप बहुत which you used to take great pride in, which was a function of a lot of resources,
Sure.
that is not going to be the same for a really long time. आप उतना high level content production value wise create नहीं कर पाएंगे because हमारा जो content है वो बहुत resource intensive है, human resource intensive है. That's not
Sure.
going to be the same. With respect to food, I think people are going to, I always say it's the victory of simpler food. लोग जो है वो सिंपल खाने को पसंद करेंगे और सिंपल खाने की विक्ट्री हमेशा अच्छी है.
इंटरेस्टिंग. हाँ, मैंने आपकी YouTube पेज पे भी मैंने देखा कि आपने एक मम्मा के साथ वो वीडियो किया था. It's so cool, like the rajma and how easy and how important and how authentic it was to get close and to understand. तो वो मेरे को now what you're saying and I can understand कि कैसी चीजें normal but चीजें भी follow होनी चाहिए.
Absolutely. I think art in any form, and I'm assuming some of us are photographers who are listening to us. Art जो है वो किसी भी फॉर्म में, एक्सप्रेशन किसी भी फॉर्म में हो, चाहे वो खाना हो. लेकिन अगर आपको स्पेस टाइम ट्रैवल, if it doesn't take you to a different dimension, then it's not worth it. And the same is with food. If it doesn't take you back into the future or back into your memories, then you haven't expressed yourself well in your dish, in your painting, in your photograph, in your poetry. It's very
That's
important.
so
Touch, move, and I call it TMI, touch, move, inspire. That's the ultimate objective of all art.
Guys, whoever is joining right now with us, guys, जितने लोग अभी हमको join कर रहे हैं, please look for these inspiration. It's going to be a very valuable session. We have a lot of stories and a lot of interesting things to tell you guys. But what I would recommend is stay strong and be right there at the same time that you understand this is life and we have to deal with it. So, okay, Ranveer, before we're going to take more questions, I have one question. That are you still working from home? If yes, then what exactly are you working on?
So a lot of the content pieces that I do, we've shifted. We had a studio earlier, but we have had to shift them from home. So
Sure.
it's all home production. We just rig some cameras and shoot. That's happening from home. A lot of food trials that are happening from home. A lot of food photography is now happening at home. So between all that, you're trying to stay busy.
Interesting. So awesome. So Ranveer, we have received a lot of questions for you, and
Go for it.
we have more than 113 questions. Obviously, we won't be able to take everyone, so we'll try to combine the 20-30 questions. So we'll get things started, and there were a lot of people asking about a lot of stuff. So we'll try to combine and see what we got. So okay. So the first one is Ranveer, how do you describe your style of cooking?
I think my style of cooking is experiential. I cook what I've experienced. I cook what I've tasted. I cook what I have a story about. If I don't connect to a dish, I will never cook it. If I have nothing to feel about it, I won't cook it. I cook what I feel. That's my style of cooking.
Interesting. Okay. So is there any secret ingredient that you love to cook with?
Secret to nahi hai. There are no secrets here. If but I like using these days I like using सौंफ a lot, fennel seeds. गर्मियों में और बरसात में अच्छे होते हैं. And then I also coriander is another favorite.
Great. Okay. So this is very interesting. So while you were going through your journey, how you started at the age of 13 and at the age of 17 you moved out. So what was on your mind, Ranveer, when you first moved out of your house to learn under Munir Ustad? Did that change the way you cook right now?
Yeah, I think initially it is just about exploring the world. यार ऐसा कोई agenda नहीं होता और वही है आज तक. I'm still exploring. People say
Yeah.
what is the ultimate goal in life? I don't know. I'm still exploring. I was still exploring then. Why do you need to have a big agenda? I never had an agenda when I moved out of the house saying I'm going to prove this and I'm going to become this person one day. The agenda was very simple. I want to explore more. I want to learn more. I want to just explore and learn. So that experience changed because it brought a big part of Lucknow into me and into my life and the food of Lucknow. You know, storytelling is very किस्सा कोई जो है ना बहुत एसेंशियल है लखनऊ के खाने में और वो स्टोरी
Okay.
टेलिंग कहीं ना कहीं मुझे उस समय से मिली कि खाना जो है उसको और इंटरेस्टिंग बनाने के लिए
Yeah.
किस्से बहुत जरूरी हैं स्टोरीज बहुत जरूरी हैं कनेक्शंस बिल्ड करना बहुत जरूरी है
मैं समझ पा रहा हूँ मैं कोरिलेट कर रहा हूँ अब टू अंडरस्टैंड कि जो मैंने इंटरव्यूज पढ़े और चीजें करी व्हेन वी वर डूइंग द रिसर्च वर्क एंड ऑल एंड नाउ व्हेन यू मेंशनिंग बट दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग ओके हाँ स्पीकिंग ऑफ ट्रैवलिंग स्पीकिंग ऑफ हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इट इज for everyone to go and express how important is travel and learn other cuisines when you travel like you mentioned that it's very important to travel and it's very important to discover other form of cuisine as well.
It's actually very very important बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है ट्रैवल करना और people are saying my video is not clear. One
Yeah.
second. Is it better now?
Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah, guys, let us know if it's not, then we're gonna try again.
Is it better? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay for me.
Cool. So I think traveling is really really important. It's the most important part of being a chef. और क्या होता है कल्चर और खाने का बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग कनेक्शन है और वो कनेक्शन जो है वो समझना बहुत जरूरी है if you really want to understand food and traveling allows you to understand that connection so that is usually where I come from when I say everybody who wants to cook should travel.
That's great. That's because I can definitely correlate. I like to learn new languages. I like to explore different culture. Like taking pictures back home in India, working with a lot of people. I think I lost you, Ranveer. Are you there? Yeah, we're gonna try again. Another few seconds. Are you there, Ranveer? Okay. Let me try again, guys. Okay. Yeah,
Network issues, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I was saying that traveling is very important. Now I can correlate कि when I moved out to study, do my masters in photography, and I just took one bag, एक bag उठाया और बस निकल लिया. सस्ती flight होती है, 10 यूरो की flight होती है, and you don't have to think twice. And then you understand that how important it is even for the work, like being a photographer myself, that how important it is to get close to the subject, but understand different culture, and then you open up your mind in that part.
बिल्कुल बहुत बहुत जरूरी है मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि आप जो मर्जी कर लें कुछ भी करते हो अल्टीमेट इंस्पिरेशन आपको लोगों से मिलती है और लोगों के कनेक्शन से मिलती है उनकी लाइफ से मिलती है आप कोई भी क्रिएटिव काम कर रहे हो आप बगैर लोगों से कनेक्ट हुए नहीं कर सकते उसको आप हो सकता है आप लोगों से कनेक्ट हो और उसके बाद अपने शेल में जाके कुछ क्रिएट करें लेकिन द सोर्स ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन इज ऑलवेज पीपल.
That's great. That's great. So, Ranveer, you mentioned in one of your interviews the food is like meditation. What do you like to say about that? I mean, how do you cook in proper frame?
I think हिंदी में कहते हैं खाने से भाव का निर्वाह होता है तो बहुत important है. I think all of us need to understand that the whole idea of cooking is basically creating something that is going to get consumed. You consume a photograph with the eyes, it never becomes a part of you. Food is the only creation that becomes a part of you. And the ability to create that, it automatically puts you in a headspace that is, even if slightly, that's elevated than a normal headspace. And that's why अगर आप चाय भी बनाते हो, you always feel good.
That's great. That's interesting. So, Armi, this is very personal. When I was going through all your work, so your mother tried to tell that how in the video she posted, you guys posted on the YouTube, that it was difficult time back then and it was really hard then she was getting started. But still, you know, माँ का प्यार और माँ का हाथ और जब वो खाना बनाते हैं, it's always very different and unique. Today, in this generation, we talk about peace, we talk about mental space, we talk about a lot of things, and we understand, we know कि काफी background में काफी चीजें they have to go through it, and we talk about meditation at the same time. So I'm sure for me, it's thoroughly the inspiration that no matter what, how difficult or bad the circumstances are, she's still there preparing meal, and it's always like the best meal. What do you have to say?
So I think it's very, very important to understand that whole relationship between mother's food and us. ये हम लोग जो बात करते हैं ना कि माँ के हाथ का खाना, माँ के हाथ का खाना, तो वो जो सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल एक वायरलेस ट्रांसफर मैं बोलता हूँ जिसको, we do wireless calls, but that's the ultimate age-old wireless transfer का example. The most selfless love is a mother's love. And that wireless transfer of that love happens through the medium of food. तो वो अगर आप ये समझ जाएंगे कि आपका जो स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है और जो आपकी इनर फीलिंग्स हैं वो हमेशा वायरलेसली ट्रांसफर हो जाएंगी खाने में, तो आधी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व है ना.
That's deep. Okay. So let's get something funny. Ranveer, you've worked in different places. You've judged and master chef to a lot of shows. Tell us one funny incident that happened behind the scene. Anything for people.
यार बहुत कुछ होता रहता है. I think there's a lot of things that happen. I just initially when I used to shoot, I did not know much about cameras. ये शुरू की बात है जब मैंने नया शुरू किया. So, one day I just reached there and I said, Acha, I saw the lights on. I reached there and started cooking. I didn't know that there was a concept where the camera would roll and people would say action. मैं तो गया, मैंने किचन देखा, सामान देखा, मैंने खाना बनाना शुरू कर दिया. तो बोलते नहीं भैया यहाँ पे ऐसे नहीं होता, यहाँ पे आएंगे सब बताएंगे, कैमरा के पीछे कैमरामैन खड़े होंगे. तो that's yeah.
That's great. कई बार होता है. I mean, obviously, जब मेरे को भी नहीं पता था, जब हम बस जाते थे तो बस we get excited and we know the work we want to do, and एकदम से बस लगता था कि यार बस जाना है और परफॉर्म करना है, बस जो काम कर रहे हैं वो परफेक्टली सही हो जाएगा, बस जाके. सही है. Okay, so we see Ranveer, that we see a lot of ingredients being used. So now that we know that there are a lot of international ingredients now easily available, how do you see the Indian market growing in that perspective?
I think it's जो ease of availability है ना, वो it's going to get challenged. It's going to get challenged because वो imports वगैरह affect होंगे COVID की वजह से. Agricultural ecosystem is going to change in times to come, and which will essentially mean that whatever is accessible to us today might not be accessible to us tomorrow. So a lot of your food ecosystem is going to go more local and regional because long distance travel जो है वो खाना नहीं कर पाएगा. Which is great, and it is great because you are what you eat, and if you eat humble food, you stay humble.
That's interesting. So there's one more question because of that. I mean, we tried to link up that how important that. I am sure I've read that you tried to working with farmers to revive the native grains. So that is like, I think I can correlate the question in here that how important would that be, because I think we saw in 2018 you did a show where you tried to spend a lot of time with farmers and understand, and you promoting the native grains. So I think it's going to be useful nowadays after the lockdown.
Oh yeah. No, बहुत जरूरी है. I think हर देश का, हर रीजन का, हर प्रांत का एक ग्रेन कल्चर है. हर प्रांत का एक मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, अगर आप हर रीजन के ऊपर एक ड्रोन छोड़ेंगे तो एटलीस्ट पुराने टाइम में आपको अलग अलग रंग, मल्टी क्रॉप्स दिखेंगे, मल्टी ग्रेन्स दिखेंगे. वो हम धीरे धीरे हमने खत्म कर दिया. आजकल आप ड्रोन अगर लेके जाएंगे ऊपर तो आपको सिर्फ राइस, वीट, और यही 2 क्रॉप्स दिखेंगे in alternate seasons obviously. It's very important to go back to multi-cropping, and for you to go back,
That's
yeah, the idea of reviving these grains is to go back to multi-cropping, go back to eating a lot of grains and
yeah.
growing a lot of grains.
That's great. That's great. So, Ranveer, let me ask you. I mean, it's very. So we've interviewed a lot of people. We take the inspiration part. We would definitely ask yourself, what's your inspiration behind all these knowledgeable hard work? Because we see a lot of people nowadays when we talk and discuss, it's hard. They want to have success, but they don't want to really work hard towards the same. But you understand from the core aspect, from the root level, and understanding all these small issues makes the food at the end the best result for you and for pictures from me. But how important is, what's your inspiration behind the same?
Yeah, I mean, we are a farming family. I'm a farmer's son. So, I understand कि खाने का जो कनेक्शन है वो बीज के उगने से शुरू होता है, आपके सुपरमार्केट से पैकेट उठाने से शुरू नहीं होता. And it's important for all of us to establish that connection to food, which goes beyond the supermarket shelf.
Right.
That love for food is really, really important. And it comes when you understand the source, when you understand where it starts from. So that I think building a more organic and a real connection with food, um,
Right.
um, that's important, and that's what the objective is कि लोगों का एक साफ सच्चा रियल कनेक्शन बने खाने के साथ for what it really is. खाना जो है वो सिर्फ एक किलो का चावल का पैकेट नहीं है जो हम उठाते हैं, उसके पीछे इतने इतने महीनों की गई मेहनत है, उसके पीछे होप है, उसके पीछे द फियर ऑफ लॉस है.
Sure.
खड़ी फसल पे किसान जो है वो आसमान देखता रहता है कि आज ओले ना पड़ जाएं, आज बारिश ना हो जाए. वो इमोशन है, बहुत कुछ है. इट्स नॉट जस्ट अ पैकेट ऑफ फूड. वो समझना बहुत जरूरी है अगर आप इफ यू रियली वांट टू बी अ गुड कुक इन एनी फॉर्म. और मेरा
Yeah.
ऑब्जेक्टिव वही है कि लोगों का एक डीपर कनेक्ट बने खाने के साथ, एटलीस्ट जो मेरे साथ जुड़े हैं उनका बने.
Sure.
और हम सब धीरे धीरे एक वी ग्रो एज अ ट्राइब.
That's very interesting, very inspiring, Ranveer, very inspiring. So, Ranveer, this is more interesting, that where I got inspired even more. I've got so much respect on this part. Is you worked for 17 years before you came on the television. It shows how passionate you were about your work. Do you think people in today's generation would wait that long?
मुझे नहीं पता यार. हमारे टाइम्स वर डिफरेंट, सिचुएशंस वर डिफरेंट, स्पीड वाज डिफरेंट. मुझे अभी भी याद है 1996 में मैंने शुरू किया, और 1996 में आप मोबाइल फोन भूल जाइए, आप इतना इजी एक्सेस, लैपटॉप्स भूल जाइए, आप गूगल भूल जाइए, तो आपके पास रिसोर्सेज का एक्सेस भी कम होता था ना. आपको इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए भागना पड़ता था, लाइब्रेरी में हाथ पैर जोड़ने पड़ते थे, किताबों के लिए लाइन लगानी पड़ती थी. एक किताब में आपकी 3 हफ्ते की वेटिंग लिस्ट होती थी, उसकी दो रेसिपीज के लिए आपको भीख मांगनी पड़ती थी. तो हमारे जो उस समय आपका जो जो स्पीड ऑफ ग्रोथ था वो भी स्लो था. आप और उस इंफॉर्मेशन को चेरिश करते थे, बिकॉज आप उस इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए मेहनत करते थे. तो आपको 2 रेसिपी के लिए भी उस्तादों के पैर दबाने पड़ते थे. आजकल तो आप इंटरनेट पे एक रेसिपी का नाम लिखते हैं और 100 ऑप्शन आ जाते हैं. तो उससे दोनों चीज होती है, एक तो आपकी स्पीड, एक्सेस टू इंफॉर्मेशन की वजह से आपकी स्पीड भी बढ़ जाती है चीज को
Correct.
पाने की, लेकिन उसकी कदर कम हो जाती है.
Sure.
एक मजा जो आता है ना, एक रेसिपी ढूंढने का मजा, वो
हाँ.
चला जाता है. तो चीजों हम वो हैं जो हमें चलने में भी मजा आता है. जहां पहुंच जाएंगे तो अच्छी बात है, बट चलने में भी मजा आया. आई थिंक दैट्स समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू इनकलकेट एज अ जनरेशन. It's okay whether it takes 5 years or 15 years, doesn't matter. But those
Sure.
5 years have to be enjoyable. I think that is something that is more important. Doesn't really matter, जो मेरे को 17 साल लगे, कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको भी 17 साल लगे. आपको अगर 4 साल लग रहे हैं बिकॉज इन्फॉर्मेशन इज एक्सेसिबल, बट वो 4 साल एंजॉय कर. 4 साल भी उससे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो जो आप एंड में पहुंच रहे हैं उससे कहीं ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ यू डोंट एंजॉय दोज 4 years,
Yeah.
then there is no point whether you take 4 or 15. Then there is no point.
No.
You know.
Very, very. This is cool. It's understanding from your perspective is to get close, is to get more enjoyable part and journey where you can just. That's great. That's great, Ranveer. Okay, Ranveer, tell us about your story when you first cooked in a gurdwara. We remember that you cooked meethe chawal. That how did that happen?
हेलो टू एवरीबॉडी, जिन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है और जो जो इस कॉन्वर्सेशन में आए हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग लाइव एंड आई होप it just makes a small difference.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for all. Do you want to take questions from the comment section, Ranveer?
Yeah, we have a couple of minutes. We can do that.
Sure, let's do it. So
a lot of highs there. Hello to everybody. जिनको मैं personally hi नहीं बोल पा रहा हूँ. But anybody who has questions, please ask. Now is the time.
Yeah, guys. Anybody write in the comment section. I think we got 2 questions from the comments. Let me get that. I think I have it. All right. So can you hear me?
I lost you there.
Can you hear me again?
I lost you. Yes.
Okay, so it says from the comment section we have one question. It says, what will be the name of your autobiography?
Autobiography तो मैं नहीं लिखूंगा, ये तो मुझे पता है. I am the last person who will talk about himself. I am the last person who is. I am the least important person in my eyes. So I don't think I will ever be worthy of an autobiography.
Okay, so there's another.
But ये है कि but I would want to be remembered as somebody who made people build real connections with food.
There's another question from the comment section is tips and advice for husbands cooking from home at this time.
भाई बहुत ही simple है. I always say it's very very simple. All you need to do is keep checking with your wife, saying is everything okay? ये taste करके देखो, बस. उसके बाद you don't have to worry. Make sure you involve, even if it is good, make sure you involve your spouse in various steps. And make sure you keep telling them that, oh, you are only trying, they cook better than you. Because जब आपका शौक खत्म हो जाएगा तो आपने घर पे ही डिनर खाना है, वो नहीं बनाना.
Okay, there's one more. It says, what did you make for dinner today?
I have not cooked yet. We're gonna be cooking something. I think mom's cooking today, so I don't have to cook. But बहुत सिंपल खाना खाते हैं हम लोग, खिचड़ी खिचड़ी खाएंगे.
Favorite lockdown
ये देखो
recipe?
एक और सवाल है. क्या आप चाहते हो आप पे भी फिल्म बने? नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता मुझ में फिल्म बने. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो डिजर्व करते हैं. मुझ पे बिल्कुल नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता मुझ पे फिल्म बने.
Okay, it says, what would you cook for your wife for the first time?
I cooked a cheese omelette. I think I'm pretty good at cooking cheese omelets. So.
Okay, interesting.
Awesome.
So Sim says, do you ever face criticism whenever you had tried something new and it didn't turn out the way it's supposed to be? How did you cope up with that?
Yeah, I think ये सबको समझना चाहिए. All of us should learn कि if you don't fail at the first try, then there's something wrong. Or at least if you don't fail in your own eyes at the first try, then something is wrong. What you see is the end result. Is the refined learning. अगर आप जो रणवीर को देखते हैं, तो आप एक refined learning देखते हैं उस चीज की. आप फर्स्ट ट्राई नहीं देखते हैं. फर्स्ट ट्राई से हम सब लर्निंग्स लेते हैं. फर्स्ट ट्राई में फेल होना बहुत जरूरी है. एटलीस्ट अपनी नजरों में फेल होना, लोगों को अच्छा लगे, लेकिन आपको यू हैव टू टेक बैक 5 or 10 थिंग्स दैट यू शुड बी डूइंग. So वो बहुत important है. It's very very important to do that.
It's interesting. It says, Chef, can you please give some tips for the aspiring chefs like us who are new to the industry?
I think it's you have to understand that it's a process like I spoke earlier. जैसे वो गेहूं का भी एक प्रोसेस होता है ना किसी को बोना पड़ता है फिर if somebody has to tend to it, take care of it, फिर you attach hope to it, you attach hard work to it, and then it goes to a machine. From a machine, it goes to a mill. From a mill, it becomes a flour, and then it becomes a packet. That packet doesn't automatically get produced, you know. So being a chef is a journey, and enjoy that journey. Like I said, your journey will be different than mine. Enjoy it. Uh, and understand the fact that it's not it's like aging, you know, you need
Sure.
age to age, you know. You can't sit in an ultraviolet chamber, get a tan or a tanning and say okay, it's not that. You need age to age, you need to give it time. It's an
Sure.
expression और maturity समय लेकर ही आती है, आपको उस प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाना ही पड़ेगा। सीधे सडनली एक दिन आप आटे के पैकेट की तरह किसी भी शेल्फ पे अपीयर नहीं होंगे। बिलीव इन द प्रोसेस।
That's great. So, guys, a lot of you guys are asking about the recipes. Guys, I would recommend please go and check out Ranveer's YouTube account, and you have all the recipes. And but if you have any other question about his life, inspiration stuff, please write to us in the comment section. Okay, so this is really interesting. It says, "Who's your inspiration in cooking, Ranveer?"
My inspiration in cooking, yeah, I don't know if there's a single inspiration. There are a lot of people who affected me, but the person who's affected me the most in what I do today is my grandmother. And funny enough, because मैं बहुत छोटा था जब वो when I lost her, I was 7 odd years old. But I don't know why. I just more often than not I think of what she would do and how she would deal with something.
That's great. That's great. So guys, keep coming up with questions, guys, and we'll keep on taking. So Ranveer, if you want to say hi to everyone again, and before we take our own questions.
Yes, hi everybody, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being here, and Sam, it was a pleasure being here as well. You take good care. Yeah, everybody who's joining in from across the world, thank you very much for being here. And I'm going to go cook dinner.
Okay, awesome. So Ranveer, I'm sure we have a bit of time before we have a certain few questions answered. So Ranveer, this is more like how important has Instagram or YouTube have become to share your recipe, especially for people like who move out of the country?
Oh, it's very important. I think YouTube has given me a very, very big. YouTube is a reinforcement. आपको कई बार लगता है कि यार आप जब किसी चैनल के लिए काम करते हैं या आप किसी और के लिए शो बनाते हैं तो आपको ये बताया जाता है कि नहीं लोगों को ये चाहिए, आप इसी हिसाब से चलिए। और क्योंकि
Right.
प्लेटफॉर्म उनका होता है तो आपको इट्स ओनली फेयर कि आप उनके हिसाब से चलें, बिकॉज उनका प्लेटफॉर्म है। उनको अपने ऑडियंस का अंदाजा है और वो अपने ऑडियंस के हिसाब से कंटेंट को ऑल्टर करने का राइट भी रखते हैं। बट
Right.
जब आप खुद अपने लिए कुछ बनाते हैं तो बहुत टेंटेटिवनेस होती है कि you know and YouTube gives you that confidence to express yourself freely and create content, and believe that people are willing to listen to what you have to say.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, obviously we can see how the market changes and all. We discussed about कि कितना important है कि जो पहले होता था और जो अब हो रहा है, and to have the accessibility of social media like Instagram or let's say YouTube, it gets easy to understand that how easy it's getting for all of us, for all the people. Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's we're just talking about that how this social media and stuff are just helping everyone to make sure that your art, your love for food reaches everybody in the world.
Yep.
Perfect. So, Ranveer, how many days do you spend in a place to learn the authentic food or style, or while you're cooking, or you're working on any of the projects?
Yeah, you can never really learn everything. No? I think I always say you need 4 or 5 days to at least get a sense of the food and how it fits into their culture.
Sure.
In any any micro cuisine, you know, not even a macro cuisine, small cuisine. Even if you're going to a village, if you don't have 5 days to understand the details of ingredients, connect to culture, वो तो बहुत जरूरी है.
Right. So we love how you always try to educate about the dish, its origin, its history in each video. It is so informative that it always keep the audience hooked. So how do you study about a cuisine?
It's like I said, yeah, it's, you start with the history, you start with where it has come from, the cultures impacting it. You start with, आप एक cuisine जो है उसके 3 एलिमेंट होते हैं किसी भी cuisine को समझने के. एक होता है इतिहास, the history. Second is the geography, and the third is the religions. That's what impacts what people eat. अगर आपके अराउंड आपकी टोपोग्राफी में वो ग्रो करता है, क्या ग्रो करता है, क्यों ग्रो करता है, हिस्ट्री क्या है, क्या क्या ट्रेड्स हुए हैं, कहाँ कहाँ से लोग आए हैं, क्यों आए हैं, अपने साथ क्या लाए हैं, और तीसरा रिलीजन, क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान में रिलीजन जो है वो ईटिंग हैबिट्स को बड़े तौर पे इम्पैक्ट करता है. ये 3 चीजें कहीं पर भी समझनी जरूरी हैं, even before you start understanding food.
Like Samarth is asking, what do you think about Sattvic diet?
Well, I did an entire webinar on Sattvic diet. It's on Facebook. Please go check it out.
Hey guys, if there's anyone, okay, so some good advice you would like to give to all the people, Ranveer.
Well, I think it's important to keep talking to each other. It's important to stay positive, and it's very, very important to have conversations about what inspires you and what does not.
Sure.
And it's you know, it just becomes, and that's how it becomes interesting.
That's great. So we're gonna have 2 more questions before we end this the conversation. So tell us about your early days, Ranveer. How did you convince your first client to pay for your creativity?
नहीं यार, हम लोग के में तो बहुत ही सिंपल होता है ना, प्रूफ इज इन द पुडिंग. अनलाइक क्या होता है, कई बार जिस जॉनर से आप आ रहे हैं उसमें कई बार आपको समझाना पड़ता है नुआंसेस को, कि नहीं आप ये नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, बच्चे की स्माइल देखिए, इसका कॉन्टेक्स्ट समझिए, इसका पर्सपेक्टिव समझिए, सन का टाइम समझिए, या ये इस दिन खींची गई थी, डेट की रेलेवेंस समझिए. रेलेवेंस और कॉन्टेक्स्ट समझाना पड़ता है एक फोटोग्राफर को कई बार, अगर सामने वाला सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट नहीं है. शेफ को ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता. जैसे ही आपका खाना पेट में जाता है, वैसे आप चाहे नोविस हो, एक्सपर्ट हो, प्रूफ इज इन द पुडिंग, तो अपने आप कन्विंसिंग हो जाती है. तो वो उस तरह से ये दोनों आर्ट फॉर्म्स डिफरेंट. इसके कंजम्पशन में सब्जेक्टिविटी नहीं है, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी है. या आपका खाना टेस्टी है या आपका खाना टेस्टी नहीं है, समझाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. टेस्टी खाने को समझाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. एक पेंटिंग को, एक पिक्चर को कॉन्टेक्स्ट देने की जरूरत पड़ती है. पिक्चर देने से पहले एक भूमिका बांधनी होती है ताकि सामने वाला अप्रिशिएट करे उस भूमिका को. इस केस में भूमिका बांधे तो बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन the ultimate proof is when you consume that.
बढ़िया. So I think you've answered that last one, Ranveer, कि अगर आप आर्टिस्ट, आप हम सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं यहाँ पे, so what other art form do you think you would take up to try or to take in addition to your current one?
I like capturing life. I like capturing people. I like capturing emotions. मैं बहुत affect होता हूँ लोगों से, situation से, emotion से, और मुझे अच्छा लगता है affect होना. Sometimes it takes me to darker spaces. Sometimes it's difficult to get out of that. But I like getting affected by my surroundings, and I want to capture those. And I like to relive those. मैं खाना क्यों बनाता हूँ? मैं अगर खाना इसलिए बनाता हूँ कि मैं कोई मेमोरी रिलिव करना चाहता हूँ. मैं फोटो क्यों खींचता हूँ? क्योंकि वो मेमोरी मेरे साथ रहे और मैं जब चाहूँ उसको रिलिव कर लूँ. For me, photography and food are mediums of traveling back in space and time, and that's essentially who I am. Sometimes it's dark memories, sometimes it's happy memories, but if we want to get affected, then we have to get affected by everything.
Sure. That's great. Ranveer. So just one last one. What do you think about the outgoing introvert session? Like you mentioned, you're also an outgoing person and also an introvert person.
Well, I think I did give an insight to people about. This is not one of the normal lives that I do. Normal lives में सब रणवीर सिर्फ हंस रहा होता है और खाने की बातें कर रहा होता है. But ये बहुत important है लोगों के लिए समझना कि आप अंदर जब तक कुछ नहीं होगा तो बाहर कुछ नहीं आएगा. You know, you cannot project what you don't have, and it's very important to build. And when you build, you need to look inwards. Outwards होने के लिए inwards होना बहुत जरूरी है. Projection के लिए introspection बहुत जरूरी है. और बगैर substance के detail नहीं आता आपके expression में. You know, you can't do one without another.
True. That's good. So we have ended the questions. All we had, Ranveer, हम सारे हो गए. But कुछ comment में questions है. So before we end the live session, we just got to take a few more from the comment section, and then we're gonna say thank you to everyone. So this one, do you get schooled by your mom?
Of course. You know, my mom is also another Punjabi mom. उनका भी हक बनता है. She needs to feel like a Punjabi mom, so I have to give her that opportunity.
That's good. So it says, how did you land your first job as a chef?
खाना बना के.
Most outlandish ingredient you have used?
Lots of them, yeah. I think lots of them. I've used kangaroo meat. I've cooked with crickets, bugs. So, हाँ, बहुत list बहुत लंबी है. यहाँ पे लोग हो जाएंगे.
Okay. So one last one. We're gonna see from guys. Just one last one. Okay. It says, what's your favorite cuisine to eat and make?
My favorite cuisine to eat is simple home style Punjabi khana. Favorite cuisine to cook when I have the time is Lucknow ka khana. When I don't have the time is Italian food.
Okay, perfect, Ranveer. I think we have answered most of the questions, but thank you so much. If you have any questions for us, for the platform, the World Photographers Club, or for the main event, the Outgoing Introvert, we would love to take that. And but if not, then we would like to thank you for all the things you've done for the program.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure being here. खाना बनाते रहिए, बातें करते रहिए. Take care.
But